You can't eat everybody's cooking. You can't eat everybody's cooking. What's going on, family? Just a video response back to TK. How do I want to say this? Since we off top, give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all praise and worship. Some people get offensive and get offended off of the way other people eat. And what I mean by that is, once you decide, like you have in your mind, to change and go against what you was brought up on, you're gonna always have people that get offended, and then some people won't get offended. But you get those ones that kind of get offended. Man, you was brought up on the pork, bro. Why you want to leave the pork alone? Man, you kind of offended me. You don't want to eat at my house. And they don't understand that your change is not for them. It's for you. The Bible is clear in Leviticus on what to eat and what not to eat. You know, you have ongoing debates about what the Christians and Christianity versus the Israelite eat. Paul was having those same issues in the New Covenant. People was eating meat that was sacrificed to idols. And we know what kills us. Let's just keep it real. And I remember growing up, the older generation would say, you can't eat everybody's food. But in reality, the ones that were saying that, and I mean no disrespect, but a lot of the ones that were saying that, look at what they was putting off in their food. Heavy seasoned down. And look at how many had high blood pressure, legs amputated, strokes, heart attacks, CHF, heart failure. That's why when you go to the hospital, they always say, is it who got it in your family? You know, what side of the family? Who got diabetes? Who got high blood pressure? Who got this? Who got that? And when you decide, hey, I'm not gonna live like this no more, I'm not gonna eat like this no more, especially when you go over somebody's house and you had a good question like, man, how do you really just, you know, tell them without offending them that you don't eat all that? You just tell them. Some people gonna get offended anyway. Be like, hey, when somebody invites you over, that's what I do. I tell you in a minute, I don't eat catfish. I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork chops. I don't eat this, I don't eat that. I get invited to many crawfish balls. I don't eat crawfish. Never have. My struggle was, when I was eating it, my struggle was letting go catfish. Now I'm around many people that love catfish. Just like my big bro. If my big bro invite me over, he know I'm not gonna eat brisket. He know how I eat, so he'll put some, you know, in there that I like to eat that he don't get mad, he don't get offensive. He'll be like, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, but you know what we gonna do over here? Because let's just keep it real, man. And I ain't talking about all black people, but heavy on the pork. I was brought up on everything you talked about in that email, from the Kool-Aid on down. And me and my mom had these conversations all the time. But I tell people like this, your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Especially if you got fluid buildups and fighting with all this stuff, man, that's the food have done to us anyway. You would think a whole lot of more people be like, hey, I'm gonna change. But see, keep it real. Food is also an addiction. Food is also, it ain't always the alcohol and the drugs. Many people battle with a food addiction. It's still an addiction. So, it's some people just gonna get offended, and then some gonna be like, hey, I understand, because I'm trying to leave it alone too. I'm trying to leave this pork alone too. And I'm gonna tell you something, when you get off pork, well, your body feels so much different. And then after a while, your mind is gonna be like, I don't want it no more, no way. But you're gonna always be around people that's gonna eat pork. Or then you may find something to eat like you eat. So I remember when I was in church, when I started making up my mind to eat right, it offended a lot of church folks. Because think about it, them 3:30 services, when you see I used to play for the choirs, and when you get through playing for the choirs, and if it's a 3:30 service, where y'all going to eat? First thing we used to go do is go hit a buffet and then come back. But when I made up my mind, hey, what's your way? Why he not going with us no more? What you eat? We all went to such and such. We went to go get the buffet. We went to Rise. We went to this. And y'all come back sluggish. How do I know I used to do it? And that's why I made up my mind. When I started hitting them 3:30 services back then, I came back feeling better than everybody in so many ways because I wasn't sluggish. And then you start looking at your body weight dropping. You feel good. You got energy. You ain't got to deal with all them problems with your health. You're going to have little issues with yourself either way it go. because you're still in the flesh, even if it may not be a health issue. But if you can do what you need to do to live better, eat better, do it. Do it, man, because some people just gonna die that way and have died that way, and they know they'll say stuff like that. Hey, man, it was good enough for grandmother. It was good enough for such and such. So, hey, it was good for them. It was good for me. What they died from again? Oh, man, diabetes took them out. Oh, man, the heart attack. Man, the strokes, man. They didn't want to leave that red meat alone. The gout, man. And gout that gout ain't no joke. You know people that got gout, and the way that gout builds up, man, somebody swell up. I used to have this conversation with quite a few people, and I would tell them, man, you all that red meat, bro. And they would, and here go the thing that get me, and I hate to say this like this, but instead of doing what the Most High showed us to do, and what he already planted here, the herbs and plants and everything that we need that's in the ground, instead of doing that, we rather sit up and listen at a doctor tell us, you need to be on this the rest of your life. You need to take this with that. Take this, and I mean this with no disrespect, but that's what a lot of people in my race do. Instead of just, hey, it's too hard, man, to just go cold and don't eat this no more. And don't. That's your mind telling you that. You can do it. You can do it, and people are doing it every day. People have done it. There are people I know that have dropped 50, 60 pounds easy, and they in love with the way they look now. If you don't like the way you look, do something about yourself. See, when I was back in, when y'all see them old videos, when I was swole up with that fluid and stuff, that was, let me tell you something. When I first went in the hospital and I didn't know what was going on, I had 30 pounds of fluid on my body. It was just being thrown all over, starting in the legs, around the heart, around the lungs. I didn't know nothing about no CHF, congestive heart failure. Had no idea what CHF was. I was still up, moving around, and that's why they call high blood pressure the silent killer. They call diabetes the silent killer, because real talk, you can be creeping up on you and you don't even feel it, you don't even know it, but then there's times when your body gives you signs. That's why I keep telling people, listen at your body. Watch the warning signs. You know what you eat. Ain't no doctor with you every day like you are with you every day. So it's easy for them to say, take this and take that. But in reality, you know what you're doing to yourself. So I know I said a whole lot to say still, you can't eat everybody's food. So I just wanted to just touch bases with you on that and continue to stay on that road. A shout out to my sister Tina. I always see her, man. Everybody that's doing the juicing and leaving all this stuff alone, man. That's because this processed meat and all this stuff that's in this food, these steroids and chemicals, you think you eating this and it ain't what that is? I'm gonna say it like I'm country. That ain't what that is? Yeah. So, man, I encourage everybody, man, to do better. Stop making these New Year's resolutions and look at the solution. Okay? Stop making a New Year's resolution and look at the solution, because some people are waiting on next year to make a New Year's resolution. And I give you another hint. It's not the new year, no way. Go back to the spring equinox. Yeah, I'll leave you out with that. Shalom.